Hi, my babies. How are you? Hi, HD Mafia. It's your girl, Hazel, back with another video. Today, I want to talk about cisgender and transgender. What is the meaning to all of this? Why do trans women or people in general use cisgender women instead of woman or female from what you guys are used to? So all of a sudden, a lot of cisgender women have an issue with being called cis. Like, I'm not a cisgender woman, female, I'm a biological woman, I'm a lady. Yes, you are all of that, but you're cisgender as well. That's what the fuck cisgender is a biological woman, is a female at birth. That's what a cisgender woman is. It's not derogatory, slang, disrespectful. It's not something that transgender or the LGBT community made up. Now, we are main community that uses that prefix cis and trans because that's a way of describing what type of woman that we're talking about. We're being respectful to everyone else by using cisgender woman. Let me tell you why. And us using trans. If I was to gather a group of men and say, hey, we're going to go on like a blind dating type of thing. And I say, this is a bunch of beautiful women, have at it, get to know the women. Now I'm putting us all in one group and I'm not separating it. I didn't let the man know. Oh, by the way, there are cisgender women in this group, which mean assigned female at birth and still identify as a woman. That means you were born female at birth. You still identify how you were, what you was born as. That's what cisgender is. So if I say, hey, there's a bunch of cisgender women over here and there's a bunch of trans women, do you not think the guy will have an issue with that? Or do you not think that would be an issue? Oh, we get the short end of the stick and we have to label ourselves as trans women, even though we all are motherfucking women. Yes, we are women of different calibers or whatever you want to call it, but we all are women. So we get to call ourselves trans woman because trans mean crossing over, going to another side. That's what trans is. It's a prefix. Woman is who we are now. So that's describing our experience of how we got here and who we are. The same as cisgender. Like, I don't know how that's disrespectful to you guys. So we get to call you, real women and trans women. That's derogatory and disrespectful as fuck to us, because that's disrespecting us. No matter how you feel, like, it's facts because I am a real woman. No, it's a better way of saying it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. The respectful way is to say cisgender women, because you're not the only group of people on this earth or playing field. And trans women, we are here. So we all have to respect each other. Okay? We all have to respect each other because we're still going to be around each other regardless. Separate spaces or not. You guys are separating just like the whites did with the black people. Oh, you got to go to a different drinking fountain. Oh, you can't use the same bathroom as us. People that was oppressed become the oppressors. Do you guys not realize what you're doing? You're separating us. We already know we're not 100% the same. You're a biological woman. You can give birth. You have the uterus. We're trans women. We're transitioned from another side. So we're not biologically women and we're not natural born women. We know that. When we put trans in front of woman, that's fucking telling you that right there. Oh no, we're not going to use real woman. Of course that's going to get somebody riled up because it's like you're downplaying our journey. We know that you are natural born women. That's why we're using cis, so it can be respectful. Because you don't want us calling you fish, do you? Now that right there, that's something that the LGBT community made up. The fish word. I'll give that to you. Yes, we did. We made that up. And fish depends on which trans woman or whoever is using it, because it's not always a derogatory slang. But to me, I personally don't use fish unless I'm trying to be like disrespectful, because that is derogatory to me. When I say fish, I think of a ratchet, unhappy, miserable, insecure woman. When I think of fish, when I hear that term, that's what I think. And being a fish does not equate to being a woman. Okay? So when we use the word fish, or whoever used the term fish, that is describing a woman, but it's describing a particular type of woman. Are you guys catching my drift? So if somebody say fish, that don't mean you're the fish. I wouldn't want to be called that either. And I don't use that term, like I said, unless I'm purposely trying to aim that at you. Women to me is not fish. Natural born biological women is not fish. My mom isn't no motherfucking fish. My sister isn't either. And lots of women in my life is not. They are women, they are ladies. Okay? So yes, we can use female, we can use natural born, we can use cisgender, biological. All that is respectable terms. And it's all facts. This shit is in the fucking dictionary. Google it. We started using it more so now because we're here. We exist in your space, everybody else's space. We're here. When trans women say it, you don't agree with it. Oh, I'm not no motherfucking cis woman. I'm a woman. I'm a blah blah. Because this is how you feel. Born a man. Nobody that's born a man can tell me who I am, what I am. That's what it is. So you're not willing to learn. You was taught what you was taught growing up, and that's all you know, and that's all you're trying to stick to. Sweetie, we're in a different time frame. You gotta open your mental. You gotta open up. You gotta be open-minded. Get from up under that fucking rock you own. Start turning on the news and watching the news. Start watching different shit. We're in a social media era. Because a trans woman said it, it's not credible. A man can't tell me how to be a woman. Ain't no man finna tell me I'm a cisgender woman when I've been labeling myself as a woman all my life. That's what the fuck it is. We already know. Ain't nobody stupid. We already know. But this is bigger. This is bigger than that. Okay? Take that stick out your fucking ass. And just learn how to, for one, learn us as people, for one. We are around. You have your own analysis of what we are, who we are. And a lot of you guys be wrong. You don't even know exactly what a trans woman is, our experiences, anything like that. Get to know a trans woman. Study her, get to learn her. So that way you can respect people. It's about respect. That's what it is. Why do we have to bow down to you or walk around you guys? Watch what I say. It's about being respectful. Should I go in on you and see you and be like, oh, you a fat, nasty ass bitch. Ew, you pregnant, bitch. You about 300 pounds. You shouldn't be having babies. Like, that's disrespectful as fuck. Respect us. That's all we want. You can think how you want to think. Nobody's trying to change your mind frame. You can think we're men all fucking day, but just respect us as people. We're not into it with you personally. Bitch, did I bump you at the club or something to get that type of disrespect? No. We're talking about a whole community group of people. Fucking respect it. You don't have to like it, but respect it. Period. We all have our own experience. No one can say, oh, we've been through this. We go through this. Everybody go through shit. Men, women, everybody. Nobody experiences better than the next. It's not necessarily tiptoe around us, but we exist too. 20 years ago, we didn't have the option of filling out a job application. Oh, you're a trans woman or biological or a male. You know, we didn't have all that. So now this is new to the world. So you guys have to create space for us because we're human just like the fuck you are. Whether we have separate spaces, because everything won't be separate. The government ain't doing all that. I'm going to tell you that right now. They ain't separating all that. Certain things may be separate. You know, there's ballroom, which is the LGBT community created, so we can have our own spaces. You know what I'm saying? The 21st century, cisgender women is in there too. We're not booting you out of there and say find your own space. Honestly, a lot of us, you wouldn't be able to tell that we are trans unless we spoke up and said something, or if we told you. There's a lot of trans women that blend in very well. Go into the restroom with you every day and you don't know. There's cisgender women that look a little strong. You don't know if they're like, what you gonna do? Say get out the bathroom? I go into bathrooms all the time. I don't have an issue. I never did. I don't have a bitch looking at me weird or nothing. You know why? I'm a woman going to the women's bathroom and I'm minding my motherfucking business. Do we have to separate women that can have babies from women that can't give birth? Black community already divided enough. We can really be each other allies and really conquer a lot of shit and go after these people trying to suppress us and put us against each other. We can really become a motherfucking force. Unite. I'm talking about trans women. If we all united, cis women, all of us combined, what they say, women run the world. Okay, then let that happen. It's best to have us on your side than not. With us being on your side in this new generation is going to encourage rights for women, but by a new gender being brought into it, if you know what I mean. We're going to open doors. We're opening doors for ourselves and for you as well. For women in motherfucking general. So if you fuck with me, like, comment, and motherfucking subscribe. I love you, HD Mafia. And yes, ladies, if you guys have any questions about anything, you feel free to comment down below. I will definitely answer you. You guys can reach me. I do be on Big O Live, Bad Girl Hazel. IG TS_winter28. Snapchat Dior4492. Facebook Hazel Dior. I will put all of the links down below. And I'll see you later. Bye, ladies.